Good morning. How's everybody this morning? Oh my gosh, yesterday was it was a bittersweet day, I'm telling you. So it's very chilly in my apartment this morning. So, anyways, I thought we would make some coffee together. I'm very excited, getting back into the normal routine. So I think I'm gonna switch up coffee. I'm gonna still do coffee, but then I'll sit down and maybe do a little story time 15, 20 minutes or something like that. That might be fun. I don't know. Um, anyways, I have this beautiful layout of my table. It's so gorgeous. I don't want to put everything away now because it looks so pretty. Um, so yeah, let me get my creamer and tell you a little bit about my yesterday. I might need it might just be time. Oh, you know what? These refrigerators, we you have to push them to a certain extent, but then they'll close. I love it. I love my new refrigerator. Absolutely love it. And it's bigger and better, right? That's cool. So yesterday, oh boy, yesterday. So it started out as a pretty good day. I stopped by. I called my friend when I got to my husband's work to drop him off, and she was kind of groggy. I need to sleep more, which is pretty norm, you know. So I said, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go home this time. I'm going to come over. I'll stop at Starbucks, get us some coffee and a breakfast sandwich, something like that. And then I'm coming over. I'll call you when I'm outside your house. Because she has to unlock the outer gate. So, yeah, so then it took her maybe 15 or so minutes. I had my dog with me, so it was not a big deal. Let him out, let him go to the bathroom, smoked a cigarette, stuff like that. So then she came out. We had our coffee and breakfast sandwich. That was nice. Visited a little bit. She told me what else she had to do because she is moving, and she's going to be staying in her trailer for a month over at a friend's house, and she needed that trailer moved to the house. Unfortunately, her Range Rover doesn't have the right setup to hook up all the lights and stuff. And she is literally not finding that part anywhere. I don't know if she's got it on order now or not. I'm just adding a little bit of that dark Starbucks. I got this one last packet left. And I've been mixing it, and I really enjoy the mixture. So it's been a while since I've enjoyed a good cup of coffee. I don't know, uh, with my illness and stuff, if that's what was causing it, or my teeth, probably my teeth, but so I got that fixed. I'm about, I want to say about 3.5 weeks away from having all new teeth, so I'm very excited for that. And but back to yesterday. So it went okay, and then the plan was, here was the plan: take her truck over to, oh, you know what, I think I bent these. That's not good. They're not even coming together anymore. They're so little. Let's see if I can get it to, oh, maybe a little bit. Bend this one a little bit. See, the handles are touching before the blades are, it's an old little pair of scissors anyways. But, our plan was to, because she is moving, and she has multiple, she had four vehicles, maybe even five. I had no idea she had that many vehicles. So the one that got wrecked was her daily driver, right? So she drove that around daily. And unfortunately, she got in a pretty severe car accident. I think I told you guys. Yeah, it was a touch. I was up till 3 a.m. Touch and go more. I could not sleep until I knew she was okay. And yeah, so she finally got home from the hospital at, like, I think 8 o'clock the next morning. She walked home from, instead of calling me. she lives about a half a mile from the hospital. Okay, that's fine and everything. And I am, it's a 30, 40-minute drive to her house. I have no problem with that. Call me and I will come get you from that hospital and take you that 4 or 5 blocks. It don't matter. You were just in a car accident. So I'm upset that she didn't. I mean, we were talking, but it didn't seem like she wanted me to come help her go home. I would have helped her go home. Good Lord. Her brother could have picked her up. Could have gotten in the car 5 minutes there and back, you know? But I don't know. It's different. However, she did get home and all that. So yes, so she's moved, and she's also moving out of her house. The owner of the house told her she could live there for anywhere from 5 to 10 years. Well, it's been 3. So she broke her promise there, and now my friend has to move, and just, you know, she's got such an interesting life, and I really wish she would like get on here and talk about her life, you know, and stuff. That would be so cool. She's, I mean, I've never heard so much of an interest, and I've been best friends with her for 27 years, something like that. And I mean, I've seen a lot of what's happening in her life and stuff already. But before I met her, oh my, well, and actually, I think we met as children. So we both are from, we both lived in Camas, Utah as children. So I was there, and I was, you know, I'd go up there and visit and stuff, I think. And then I moved out here when I was 5, back when I was 14, and again, you know, up in Camas, and then back here about a year or so later. I don't know, maybe I was 15 when I came back. I was pretty rebellious when I got back to Washington to begin with. So let's give this coffee a taste. So yesterday my allergies totally kicked my butt. Total, all day long. My eyes were watering, my nose was running, coughing, sneezing, sniffly, runny nose, just I had it all. Wake up this morning, I'm totally fine. Of course, I went and refilled my allergy medicine. I had been off it for a couple of days. I had no idea my allergies were so severe right now because I was taking the medicine. So now I'm taking my allergy medicine again, and I feel way better. I told my husband, I said, don't kiss me because I think I'm sick, you know? And he's like, it's your allergies. Just, you know, you got your allergy medicine now. Just, oh, here, let me show you something that I learned from another YouTuber mom. The Doherty doesn't. Oh my God, you got to go see him if you haven't already. I love her. She said, look, here's what you can do. See that lead part? It's supposed to break. It broke for her. God, she must be strong. I don't know. It broke for her. See if I can get it to break. Well, I'm having no luck at that. I've done it in the past, but right now, I ain't the one. So, I'm going to cheataroo. Problem solved. Yeah, but I've done that before, but she showed me how to do that, and I thought, that's pretty cool. She is a mother of 12 or 14? No, 14 in the family. So 12 kids, mother and father. And holy moly, she goes through her life with a smile on her face 99.9% of the time in her videos. So I'm sure there's other times where, you know, she's not so happy, but, you know, kids will be kids, right? Yeah, oh my gosh. So you will have to excuse me for 1 minute. I will be right back. Okay. So anyways, I forgot what I was talking about, and I'm not going to worry about that because I had to go potty. Sorry. She has okay, I'm back. I'm there. She has multiple vehicles, and she has 4. I had no idea, but the one got totaled a week or so ago. 2 weeks maybe. Yeah, it's been about 2 weeks. So she's okay. You know, she's got probably a busted foot, and her whole body's sore, and she's bruised up. Um, back, back is bad. Oh, and in my opinion, she's got a head injury. I'm seeing it. I had a severe head injury back in 2014-15 time, and yeah, I see the same thing. She's confused, so when she's talking or texting, some of the words don't coincide with the sentence or what she's trying to convey. So I can see that she's not remembering and stuff like that. So unfortunately, she's going to have to go through that, and I'll be there every step of the way. I have no problem being there. I mean, I'm her best friend. When friend duty calls, you drop everything. Everything. I don't have a lot of friends, and I'm not shy about it. I'm okay with that because it's not the quantity of friends you have, it's the quality of friends you have. And yeah, maybe she's a little rough around the edges. That's the kind of friend I like. She's the kind of friend that is 100 with it. If there's an issue, she's going to say something. If you need her, she's going to be there. And I'm the same way. So, she's my voice of fairness, because she'll point out what's fair and what's not fair. And I'm her voice of reason, meaning dial it back. I can dial myself back. I don't need her to dial me back. She needs me to dial her back. You are a product of your life. So when you go through that crappy stage in your life, whatever that stage may be for you, it takes a toll. It really. Why do you think we get PTSD and stuff and mental issues and stuff? Because of our life that we've lived, And people got to understand that. You got to give a little, take a little, give a little, take a lot, give a lot, take a little. Either way. But it's a give and take world, and her and I have a really good give and take relationship. So, anyways, yesterday now she went from 4 vehicles down to 3. So that's what happened to one of them. The other one is her mother's car that she inherited. So she found a place to park that because she had to take it off the property. And one person cannot drive multiple vehicles. Hello. I mean, I can. I'll just straddle them, but I'm teasing. Anyways, I used to always say, because, being a school bus driver for so many years, that you're paid low and laid off, first of all. And then the company needing you in 2 buses at the same time. It's like, oh, no, I can do that. I'll just straddle them. Steer them both. Oh, pedal. Oh, pedal. Huh? Okay, kids, come on, get on, let's go. Obviously you can't do that, but I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just straddle them. Anyways, it's kind of a running joke, but so down to 3 vehicles. Mother's car found a parking spot for that at a friend's, right? The truck, her old pickup truck, this thing just keeps going, takes a licking and keeps on a ticking. Right now it's not running the greatest. I think she needs a fuel filter, probably a possible tune-up. She just bought a new battery for it. The alternator belt is loose, but that can just be tightened. That's easy tighten, as long as you have the tools. Okay, so then the truck, we were going to take the truck. She had a place to park it at another friend's house, and I'd let her park it here, but I mean, you can park it out on the street, but you can't park it in the parking lot. Each apartment gets 1 spot. We have our car. We got 1 spot. I'm not parking my car on the street. So she could have parked all of her cars on the street for her. But as long as they're licensed and tabbed, they're not gonna, as long as they're tabbed, right? They're not gonna be towed. There's no limit to how long you can be there. There's no parking signs. There's no limit on how long you can be there. Stuff like that. So, however, she found a closer friend that she felt way more comfortable because she could put it in the driveway. And so our plan was to have our coffee and breakfast, visit for a little while, get in the truck, me follow her over to her friend's house to park the truck, and then I would bring her and her dog back, and I had my dog with me too. Um, then we would hook up the Range Rover. So she has a Range Rover. So she had, it was an SUV. I'm not quite sure what. It was a really nice SUV. Man, she had that. And that was very loyal for her for a couple of years. Yeah, I want to say 3-something years. Yeah. And then her mother's car she got as an inheritance. It's a very fairly nice car. I drove it. I helped take care of her mother. I was there for a couple of months and taking care of her mom for her, and so I drove the car. I drove her to her doctor's appointment, stuff like that. I was staying with her because it was Dickinson, uh, Bismarck, Montana. I want to say, yeah. So she was in Dickinson, and she was having some issues, but that's not my story to tell. So anyways, I was helping her out. So I drove this car. It was a nice car. So she found a place for the car. So the SUV got totaled. Found a place parking for the car. The truck found a place. However, when we were trying to get it there, it kept dying, and she's not sure if it's a fuel filter or what's going on with it. So there's that. And so we had to. She had a battery jumper, and it appeared to me that the alternator was not charging the battery, and she had driven it on a brand new battery, basically the 3 days she could, and then it wouldn't start. Now she's got this battery charger on there, and I'm telling her, it's probably just that. You just tighten that shit up, man. And then her battery cables are not very tight. I'm telling you, tighten this shit up. Charge her battery, it should be fine. It's a brand new battery, and then she's got this charger, that portable charger she hooks up to jumpstart. So she did that a couple of times, and she would take it off and it would just want to die. And to me, that's a sign and symptom, and I do know a little bit about cars, that it's an alternator issue, not a battery issue. So tighten up that alternator belt so it will properly work and charge your battery. Your battery is to start your car. And maybe these new Fandango ones run the radio or the alternate setting, right? But once that car is started, it is not running off that battery. It is running off that alternator. And if that alternator is out of timing or not spinning properly, and this is an old enough truck where you need a timing belt, you need to time it, right? Get that timing gun down in there and time that and tighten it up so it properly spins properly so it can keep the engine running. And so I think that's what the issue is. I don't think it's a fuel filter, but there wouldn't do no harm to replace that, That's always a good thing to replace on an old pickup truck. Old pick 'em up truck. Yeah, she's had that thing for years. So we were unfortunately unable to get that off the property. And she left a note for the owner and said, no, I'll be back. I'm moving my trailer. I'll be back and we'll deal with it. So we were going to do the truck to that safe location and then take her trailer to where a friend of ours up here just bought a new house. And she's like, yeah, you can park your trailer in my driveway and live here for a month if that's what you want to do. So she's set on for a month over there. And then I believe the other friend where she parked a pickup truck also said you can spend a month here in your trailer as well. So she's going to have opportunity to save money and not use a lot of power and just live in that little trailer. It's so adorable. My God, I wish I would have taken a picture of it, but I think you could probably imagine. It's the kind of trailer that you would find on the back of a Volkswagen, and that Volkswagen's yellow, right? That light, pretty kind of sunflower petal yellow. It's really beautiful yellow. And then it's got the flowers, right? So hippie, woohoo, flower child, the kind of flowers, right? So it's got some of those around it. And then the inside is all like hippie, the curtains and everything. It's just so adorable. And it is very small. It's probably the size of this, my dining area, right? So yeah, it's about that size. It's not very big at all. It's about 1,600 pounds maybe. End this here. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm done ranting. Thank you, thank you, thank you for listening to me. And you can like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. That like button, just mash on that. Just stop. Wherever it is, it stays. If it's off, it's off. But if it's on, gotta leave it on. All right, my dog is about to bark because somebody is knocking on another door. Not ours, but another door. Some door. I don't know which one because I'm in our house. He barks at everything. I still love him. It's getting quite warm in here. It's warmed up quite nicely already. Gosh, 9:30. I haven't even done anything yet. Okay, so I'm going to end this, probably cut this off and all this shit, do all this fucking editing and all this damn BS. Anyways, I'm going to let you go, and I will see you. I'm going to get dressed, and I will come back, and we're going to do some cooking today. I swear, cooking today, for sure. Now, I got to finish what happened yesterday, right? So we got the trailer over, right? Anyways, so then at that point, I was like exhausted. That was like 12 o'clock. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go home and have a nap. So I was in a lot of pain. My sinuses, my allergies were kicking my ass completely yesterday. So I came home, I lay down, and I slept until it was time to go get Kurt from work at 6:45 p.m. So I ended up not cooking anything yesterday. So we're going to do a good amount of cooking today. I'll see you